Well, a second person is now facing charges in connection to the deadly downtown Montgomery shooting earlier this month. That shooting left 2 people dead and 12 others hurt. This video from Montgomery police shows the arrest of 19-year-old Dontavius McGee walking into frame here surrounded by officers. He's facing 1 count of capital murder along with multiple counts of assault. And a kid suspect was arrested last week. The investigation remains active and more arrests are expected.
Dale Jackson here for Yellow Hammer. Now, let's talk about how we now have a second person arrested in the shooting that took place in Montgomery, where 2 are dead and 12 are wounded. Both of these individuals are young men. Both of them are not NRA members interested in concealed carry. Both of them were on the scene for some cultural enrichment. And if you think I'm using that term just willy-nilly, I assure you I am not. The city of Montgomery saw this as an opportunity to do some cultural enrichment and use their cultural affair dollars in order to bring the community together and bring the community out. And how did they do that? With free beer.
I'm at the fair and you're not. But no worries, you can be here too this weekend. Here's what's happening. The Alabama National Fair is back for its first weekend. Rides, games, food, and plenty of live entertainment are waiting for you at the Garrett Coliseum. Montgomery is the place to be for HBCU weekend. Think Ferris wheels, food trucks, live DJs, and even a selfie trail. Friday night, Dexter Avenue turns into the MGM on Tap beer garden with free beer, music, and vendors. Then Saturday is 2 big games, ASU Homecoming and the Morehouse Tuskegee Classic at Crampton Bowl, plus Fan Fest, Battle of the Bands, and a post-game concert.
Now, it has come to my attention that this free beer was paid for by Mayor Stephen Reed. I mean, not out of his own pocket, just like when he's out trying to get on national television and do hits when he won't do radio hits inside the state of Alabama. That money's not coming out of his actual pocket. You see, the city is using taxpayer dollars in order to buy beer for some weird and pathetic carnival thing. And if you think that I'm saying this is weird and pathetic for a reason, you're right. You saw the Ferris wheel they had, right? This was supposed to be something that was impressive. Well, I assure you it was not. The question that you really need to ask yourself here is this. What the hell is the mayor of the city of Montgomery doing providing free alcohol to his residents? Never once in the history of our world has having free alcohol flowing made anything better. So you're going to take a situation where you're already going to have tons of people converging in downtown Montgomery when you already have a gang and crime problem, and the city itself is going to provide the alcohol for that event? It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible look. And I'm sorry, it looks like somebody needs to say, you probably shouldn't be doing these things. So allow me to say this to Mayor Stephen Reed. You probably shouldn't be doing these things. If you want to do cultural enrichment for your city, why don't you find something good that draws people together? And I'm not suggesting people shouldn't drink. I'm not suggesting people shouldn't have a good time on a weekend night, because God knows I love doing that and I love drinking. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that I don't. But I know as well as anyone else does, if you're just pumping free alcohol in, it's probably going to be a bad idea for a lot of the people involved. And given all the other situations you have inside the city of Montgomery, this makes this an even worse idea. Now, the correct answer here is quite simple. Focus on arresting bad guys. Figure out a way to keep those bad guys in jail. Ask for outside help, not just from the state in the form that they're already getting it in a crime suppression unit. Ask the governor to send in the National Guard. I'm hearing that 911 calls are not being answered in Montgomery. Call in the National Guard to do that. You don't have to do door-to-door policing or anything like that, but get out there and make sure those calls are at least getting answered by your constituents. That might be a better way to spend your cultural affairs dollars by interacting with the people that actually live in the city. The mayor has let the city down. And you can say, well, Dale, you're just mocking the Ferris wheel and you're talking about what a bad idea the free beer was. That's fine. That's true. But that's just a small little snippet of a series of really, really bad decisions. If the mayor of the city cares about his city, he will ask Governor Kay Ivey to send in the National Guard. It's that simple. If he doesn't care about his city, he won't. And he won't.